Obviously, disappointing outcome. Really, as flat as I've ever been around a group of guys in the first half. We did a bad job of getting those guys ready to come out and play hard. I mean, that first half was pretty embarrassing, really. And then guys did a good job of settling down, coming out and fighting through the second half. But that's not good enough at this point. We have different expectations. So we got to come out, and we looked definitely off in that first half, and especially that touchdown right before the end, that extended that, and it just makes that hole you're in a lot tougher to come out of. So it's kind of where we're at.
Couldn't get them off the field, but that's kind of been an issue. The rankings even going to be worse now. What kind of leads to that? Do you think they just can't get people off the field?
Well, we did in the second half. The first half, we didn't get them off the field, and a lot of it has to do with the offense. So I mean, those whole things work together. When you look at the games we've had where we've had success, we've been able to move the chains consistently, be able to give the defense time off the field, and we were really poor on third downs. I mean, really, when you look at that first half, we were so poor on third down. I forgot what the stat was. I looked at it at halftime, and I think they were 4 or 5, or maybe more than that. I don't even know. The time of possession, that really dictates that. It just extends those drives, and we definitely were not in a rhythm the first half on offense. I mean, it all dictates that. When we run the ball well and we're moving the chains, we usually win the time of possession. When you don't do that, you usually lose the time of possession.
As much momentum as you had going into this game, was that 35-point hole just stunning?
Yeah. I mean, it's stunning. Regardless of momentum, it could have been week 1, it could have been week 10, coming off a win, 35 points in the first half. I mean, it's not stunning because we had momentum. It's stunning because we should never give up that many points in a half. And that wasn't all the defense too. I mean, you have that. You have a bad ball thrown behind the back doesn't catch it, and his arms ends up leading to that, and that led to that play. So disappointed. I told our guys I've been very proud of them a lot of times. And not just them, I mean, with us. I mean, we all own it together. But, if I'm being honest with those guys, we can't come in and play half a football like that. If we're going to move forward, I mean, that's part of the growing pains of the program. But, I mean, at some point, we got to be mature enough to come out and to play with energy. We looked flat. We didn't look like we had much energy in the first half. I mean, there's only so much yelling and screaming and motivating you can do. At some point, you have to own it. We all played the game, you've got to own it, you've got to come prepared, you've got to be ready to go, you've got to be focused, you have to be high energy. And that's something that you have to own as a player each and every day. And, we struggled for a half doing that.
What do you attribute, you think, the lack of energy to?
I don't know. We'll go back and we'll talk about it. I think immaturity, lack of success from a program, being in places we haven't been before, having expectations maybe we haven't had before. I don't know. There's a variety of different things, but it's not any bigger than one game. It is, that's what it is, and we just got to go back to the drawing board, and we got to focus, and we got to get ready to go, fight against San Jose and get that 4th win.
First onside kick, Tony. Was that your decision to make?
The onside kick?
The very first one?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's the deal. I mean, you got to decide as a coach, do you want to look better in the press conference or do you want to win the game, right? And when you're down that much, we got to go for broke. You got to put your chips in. We're down by, more than 4 scores, right, at that point, right?
25 points.
Yeah, 25. So you need to score 4 times. So and you're in the 4th quarter, it's down, and it's like, yeah, even if they know it's coming, we got to take some chances. Otherwise, we're just trying to get it close so we don't look bad, and that's never the goal. So that's why we did that.
Dalton won the, I think, at halftime. What was the plan in the second half? What were you trying to do to work him back?
The whole thing in the second half, I told our guys, we're in a big hole. There's no point in worrying about trying to score more points than them, in the game. We got to make it as simple as one series on both sides of the ball. We got to go out, we got to move down, score 7 points, get some stops on defense. If we do that, we may find ourselves in a situation where we're back in the game. And for a minute, we started getting closer. There was enough time on the clock, and we just, again, we give up that, we give up a big play, right there on that first down, and that's tough. I mean, again, it was a long shot coming out of halftime. So, I've been there before, and I think, when you're messaging to the team, it's really about, all right, let's just go one play at a time. Let's go ahead and chip away at it. And in the 4th quarter, let's see if we're close.
How do you explain Dalton's slow start? He's coming off a great performance there.
He's young. I mean, at the end of the day, it's one of those deals where you're still growing, you're still maturing. I mean, he's still figuring things out. He was really erratic with his delivery. Balls were really low, some skipping off. A lot of them got batted down because of, not throwing through holes in windows. I thought his eyes went down a lot in the game instead of keeping his eyes down the field, to throw the football. He kind of, was looking at the rush a little bit. That comes with experience, you know, and just, you know, in time. So he'll keep getting better. I mean, he made some great plays in the second half. He continued to battle. I mean, he's a champ. He'll be fine. We just got to keep working with him and moving forward.
Yeah, extremely frustrating. They came out and just drove the ball on us, and it's completely inexcusable as a part on defense. It's just you cannot let that happen. And I can't speak for the offense, but the defense, we came out flat. We didn't come out fired up, and they really took advantage of us and just drove down on us and kicked our butts the first half, basically. Yeah. We don't believe we're out of it. We still have a chance to, you know, lead goals and go to bowl game and stuff. So we're not quitting. We're not giving up. We'll be back there tomorrow, and we're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep fighting.
Nobody wants to go from roller coaster, winning one game, losing one, winning one, losing one. So obviously you go to the guys, you say, you know what, it's no bigger than one game. This sucks. We're gonna learn from it, but going to next week, we're gonna go 1-0. That's our goal. Go 1-0.